Hey, we're Fake Shark. We're a band you've heard before. We're sitting in here. It's hot. Air conditioning's broken. However, we've made a new album called House of Mirrors, and it's coming out July 10th. So we're just gonna go through the album and just listen to it and just talk about what it was like making it, right?
Yeah.
How about that?
Good times.
Track 1.
So this song is called Superstitious Thing. Ryan Worsley produced it. Now, you may know him from my Instagram. It's not a burner account. I would not do that to you. But he's a great producer. He worked with our friends Dear Rouge, worked with a bunch of great bands. I'm really picky about what producers I work with because I'm a producer, and he's one of the only ones I trust. And it was weird because I came up with this title, Superstitious Thing. I sent it to him. He wrote a bass line. I came up with the opening verse vocals, and they happened to be the same tempo, and they happened to work over each other. It was
pure magic.
I thought you were gonna say a pyramid scheme. Which is another thing I'm interested in. Write that down for the next album title.
The song was mostly written like all with us like at the studio, all in like kind of one go. It's like such a fast write, it felt like.
Yeah.
Like,
Just bouncing ideas.
Yeah, I remember you were in one room writing the pre-chorus, this part, at the same time that I was in the other room with Ryan writing the guitar part for the next part. And then I also brought my wife's keyboard to the studio and just was like, we have to get this keyboard on the track.
Yeah.
So we found all the cool Prophet 6, found all the most cliche Prophet sounds and put them all on the song.
I just also want to congratulate Lou on showing restraint and not saying my wife like Borat for the first time and knowing he had the opportunity, he didn't go for it, and that's called restraint. And that's what you need for a great song like Superstitious Thing.
I just want us to be able to monetize this on YouTube, you know?
Yeah.
Can't have any copyright.
You can't quote Borat and make money at the same time. Everybody knows that.
I guess a fun fact, this is the last song that we recorded for this album.
That's true.
Yeah. And then we went and watched NBA basketball right after that.
That's right.
The Raptors.
It's beautiful.
Toronto Raptors, Canada's own. They won the championship. And it was a big deal.
Chips with the dip.
Chips with the dip. Yeah, the Corona video. We did it. Johnny Jansen, shout out Johnny Jansen, made me film my mouth at all angles and then made a video out of it. The video of my mouth had nothing to do with the video, it's just for his personal collection, but he made another video and that's what you'll see on YouTube now. This song is called Bad Chemistry. It's another one we did with Ryan Worsley. We just stacked his stuff at the beginning of the album, just get it out of the way, you know, so we get the real production, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. Ryan's a genius G. He's a genie. He's like Will Smith.
And both the songs started with bass lines that he wrote, because he wrote that bass line.
Yeah.
And then this part, it's synth, sounds like synth, but it's actually
Guitar
part. I wrote on guitar first. It was like first note was just, and he's like, keep it going, kid. And then we like ran a keytar through my exact same pedal set and played it on 90s Casio YH something.
Yeah.
Classic red keytar.
The Marty McFly-iest of keytars. It's also we wanted to do a song with like a feel like this for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swung feel, and
Yeah.
it's good to have in the collection. So we got it out on this track.
Yeah.
Hella fun to play. So.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite song to play live ever.
Yeah, it's got a lot of balls, especially.
Yeah.
When that
Yeah,
bridge
this
comes
is
in.
one of those ones where like, I mean, there's so many days when you do drum day and then we're like, fuck. But this is one of those ones where like the drum day was just like, oh hell yeah. After hearing that, it was like,
It's a rock song.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a rock song.
Claim it.
Claim it, man. Claim it.
Coming to stadiums everywhere in 2021.
Yeah.
If it's allowed.
When they
Or
open
two.
stadiums again.
And this guitar solo I wrote as my tribute to Mono Whales.
Our buddies.
Love Mono Whales.
Shout out Sally Wally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the song is Alive Now was one of their songs I was like obsessed with, and it had this like epic buzz rock solo and section that I was like, I need to have a Mono Whale section. I need that buzz solo, and
That's
glad
cute.
we made that happen.
That's cute.
Little tip of the cap to our pals.
Yeah. Yeah. Jake, is it hard to figure out how to play these sounds live? You know what I mean? Whenever you have to figure out the programming stuff that we do for live.
Not really.
Just, but does a
I just
patch come
play
to
around.
mind? Yeah.
No, I don't have a patch in mind. I'm just
figure it out.
I'm hitting buttons till it's something similar.
Me
And
too.
then I'm twisting knobs till it's better.
Me too.
It's my life motto.
This song is called Electric Touch. This is one of the first songs that I started writing for this album. And I wrote it in Los Angeles, California, America.
Los Angeles, Alabama.
Los Angeles, California, next to Hollywood. Backing vocals by the great comedian Shirley Nome. She's a singer. She went to high school at Langley Fine Arts, where Lewis and I went. She's a comedian and singer, and somehow a better singer than most singers. So she's just really good at everything. It's not fair. Sometimes you're just gifted. Sometimes you're not. She's gifted.
Yeah, this is one of those ones. Also, when I took the song home and showed my wife,
Okay.
she was like,
Nah, get out of here.
No more monetization.
she was like, what the hell? Surely no. And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, she's legit.
Yeah, she just crushes people's spirits with her talent.
Yeah,
You know?
it's like we all just wanted to quit music after. Like,
Yeah.
she's funny and a better musician. All right,
Yeah,
that's it.
Like when you see her or hear her, it's like getting dunked on by Jordan.
She's definitely got that Annie Lennox kind of rhythmics thing going.
Yeah,
on.
to
for sure.
vibe to her voice. She could also do Mariah Carey style whistle tones, which
Yeah.
that's something that's good for singing.
The 8th octave.
Yeah, the 8th octave. She unlocked it. It's the pyramids. They found in the pyramids. Yeah, so we haven't played this one live yet. I don't even know how the fuck we're gonna do that because there's a million tracks of vocals on it. And there's not a million members of the band, so that'll be interesting.
We gotta get like the gospel choir out for this one.
Yeah.
Every show.
With the social distancing though, so it's gonna be, maybe that's what the arena is for, is all the backing vocals are in the crowd, 20 feet away from each other each. 6 of them. I'd been trying to write an indie rock Prince song for a while, and then I came up with the title Electric Touch, and then that song came together.
Yeah, that's the princiest.
Princiest of the Prince rock songs of the record. This song is called Love the Thought of You. Lou and I had been talking about how all my vocals have, like that last song, 1,000 tracks. So the concept for this one is that it would basically just be one track of vocals for the whole song.
I think you did very well.
Thank you.
Great job, young man.
Thank
Very
you.
proud of you.
Thank you, old lady. My wife. And my inspiration vocally for this was I was really into Malibu by Anderson .Paak. So I wanted to do something rhythmically like things he was doing.
I also love the drums in this song. They're just like so tasty.
Yeah, really
Just
good.
Such a good
Yeah.
feel, also ghosty.
It's haunted.
Yeah.
It's good to kind of emulate just like a lot of 90s R&B or just hip hop that
Yeah.
kind of like smooth feel where you're not necessarily giving big fills, more just like pulls and
Yeah.
stops. A lot of fun to record this one about.
It's got the seat pulled back.
Yeah.
He reclined his chair before he did this take. Never seen someone play the drums in a Cadillac before?
Actually.
Oh, I think this is a classic Ludwig Superphonic,
Oh
the
yeah.
most recorded
Yeah.
snare drum history of music. So I'd
Do you have
pull that.
multiple of those?
I do.
Alex has a lot of drum sets.
I do. Guilty as charged.
I like how most of the snares have human.
Yeah, with Joey.
Cassandra.
Yeah.
Buddy, yeah.
The piece of shit one he has, his name's Kevy.
No.
Yeah, it's like some police shit where it's a picture of you.
That's
Yeah,
like
he doesn't
fuck
even-
you.
Yeah.
Didn't Stuart Copeland do that with Sting's face?
Yeah.
The police.
It's one way to piss off your singer.
Yeah. Oh, something's got to give. This one I also wrote in Los Angeles, California, America, Earth. I just wanted to do a stomping indie rock anthemic song. So the title came first again. And I just started making it. And then Fionn, our little buddies, the twins, they look a lot alike. I hear they're related. They sang backups on this song, much like they did on our last album with the song Wake Up. That's them, their voices are high. It's kind of like if squirrels started a band.
Like the chipmunks?
They'd have
said squirrels.
The rodent invasion.
completely different, dude.
Very specific.
That'd be a great feud, though. You know, the chipmunks have been unchecked for like 50 years at this point. They could use some competition, you know.
Just tap that market.
Yeah, just tap it, you know. Acorn. I think the original Squirrel Band was Tegan and Sarah, and now Fionn is the new Squirrel Band. It's just an interesting point I'm making right now. You know, I saw a raccoon on the way to the studio.
What was your musical inspiration for this song? Stompy?
Yeah.
Other than Stompy?
I just came up with the groove and I wasn't really thinking about it that much. It's like, I don't write on guitar very often anymore. I actually write on keyboards now. So this was a riff, a guitar riff I wrote, which I think it's the only song that started with a guitar riff on this album that I started. So yeah, this one just kind of came together quickly. I don't even remember at what point you all heard it. I think there was no verse 2 when I first showed it to you. But a lot of times I'll get the songs to a certain point and then bring them to the studio, book the time, so there's pressure to finish it, and then everyone will jump on it, and then I'll have to finish it. So this song had no verse 2 or bridge when we were almost done it. Killing Me. This song was actually written before, it was written for Walking Through a Fantasy, our last album. And then it just didn't fit with the rest of the songs, so I still liked it. I think everyone did.
Yeah.
We all kind of just, but it wasn't really finished, and so, but I really loved it. One of my favorite producers is Danger Mouse, and I wanted to do something that was like if he was producing an indie rock band for a cinematic movie. So that's kind of how this one went.
Very spy.
Yeah, film noir. I wanted to do that too, and like the lyrics aren't about anything personal necessarily, but I was just trying to paint a picture of heartbreak. And Louise Burns does backing vocals on it. Shout out Lilix. Shout out Freaky Friday, the sequel, the second one. Shout out Lindsay Lohan. Shout out Lindsay Lohan from Freaky Friday.
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry.
Forget Jamie Lee, bro.
Shout out Jamie Lee
They
Curtis.
said Wicker Man.
Shout out Wicker Man. Shout out Nicolas Cage.
Hell yeah.
Shout out
Tiger
Snake
King,
Eyes.
The movie that hasn't come out yet.
Face up.
Shout
now
out-
we're just going off the list.
Shout out 8mm, where the movie Aphex Twin was on the soundtrack. Maybe you've heard of him.
Anaconda.
Shout out Anaconda.
Oh, hell
Shout
yeah.
out John Voight. The face he does when the snake spits him out.
Oh, he
And he
winks.
winks, but his mouth's open.
Yeah.
If I got swallowed by a snake, I don't think I'd be making that face after.
All-star cast.
Tell us about the solo on this song.
Yeah. I didn't know how to do slide guitar, but I had a glass slide, and it seemed like the song needed that. Just felt like the right time if you were ever gonna do a slide solo. So
Yeah.
I had to practice a lot.
He learned it by playing More Human Than Human by White
No,
Zombie.
that's the only thing I knew. The only thing that I'd ever played with.
That's
it's
the
like,
only good.
I got an aluminum slide when I was like 12 or 13 to do the and after that I was like, I don't need this anymore.
Yeah.
I got it. The one song that I'll only ever need to use a slide on. And then
Yeah, we wrote
20
the
years later,
Yeah.
it's like, okay.
we wrote the only other good slide solo in
Yeah.
existence.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck you, Johnny Winters. This song's called Invincible. It's about the opposite of that. It's about the things that are thrown at you in life and you just deflect them. We've been doing this for so long, we're gonna keep doing it. So tell you what, COVID, you wanna bring this band down?
Oh snap.
Sure, we are supposed to be playing in Calgary right now, and we're not. Whatever, man. Brush it off the shoulder.
Cough in my mouth.
Cough in my mouth, COVID, I dare you, dude. My immune system, I've been drinking all greens every day. I'm talking vitamin D in the sun. I'm talking vitamin C, the purple stuff. I'm talking a vegan diet, which might be lowering my immune system.
B12, C4,
Just kidding. I feel great.
THC.
I feel better. Yeah, THC,
LSD.
TLC. Yes, Alex?
What about the video that we did with this song?
The video for this was directed by our buddies, the Soska sisters. They currently have a Marvel comic book called Black Widow. It's very successful, and they did the video for us. And we've been giving them music. I've been doing music for them, and we've been doing music for them for a lot of films. So it was about time they directed a video for us. You know, about time that we collaborated in that way is what I mean. It's not that they owe us anything, because no one owes us anything except you, COVID. You owe me 3 months of my life back, you piece of shit disease. So the video we did, it was great. There was a part where they were like, hey, we're gonna chuck these movie prop glass bottles in your face. And we were like, is it gonna hurt? And they're like, no, you pussies. Check this out. First one, Jen threw it, the best throw I've ever seen. It had the perfect spin on it and rocked Alex right in his face. Opened up his forehead like a can of tomato
You can see
soup.
it in the video.
Yes.
I had to keep.
Next victim, Tony. Smacked him right in the ear. Blood everywhere.
Hate crime. No.
Jake,
Cut that out.
No, I'm just kidding.
Jake caught it in the chest.
Yeah, my hand. Your hand.
Hasn't breathed
Cut me
breathed
open
the
too.
same since.
No.
I got it in the neck. Didn't
And
even
over
make the video.
Top of your head.
Yeah, that one sucked. And then when it was Lou's turn, they hit my guitar with the bottle.
See, I went last. Clever girl. And
Jen was tired by then.
held the guitar up, and it was Kevy's guitar, so when it smashed on the guitar, he was like, my guitar! No concern over my well-being.
It's a pretty good impression of me, actually.
Yeah.
So that's the album.
Like, it's a Squire.
It's a Mexi Strat.
Oh,
How
sorry.
dare you? That would be ironic if because it's bought glass. It's real. Yeah. Thank you for dissecting our album with us.
If you have any questions, which you may have many, go ahead and comment, and we will write mostly nonsensical answers, but hopefully try and answer them as best we can.
Someone answer the phone. Thank you. I love you.
Enjoy the album. House of Mirrors.
Big Shark.